Are you over 40 and you feel like you've missed the boat when it comes to making money online? I have good news for you. This is the perfect age. And you can make as much money as you've never made when you were younger. So in this video, it's a tutorial on how you can identify your niche and make money on social media. Okay? Yes, I'm 51. I opened my social media account when I was 48 because I had already made a plan that when I turn 50, I'll be on the social media platforms. I'll be making money on social media. But I had no idea what I was there for. I knew what I wanted. I knew my strength. I knew those things that I loved, but I didn't know which one exactly was going to take off. So this is a guide so that you can be guided as well, so that you don't get lost. I have done all the research for you so that you can make it can be easier for you. Okay. I know you've got something that you've researched as well. And if you take that and this, oh, that'll be good. So I'm going to the first lesson. Lesson 1, you're not too old to start. No, your age is your superpower. You are over 40. You can be even younger, but you've got life experiences that you want to share. That's your superpower. That's your story that you're going to share, and no one can argue with that. It's your story. How you handled it, why it happened, and how you coped with it. This is what people want to hear because it's going to help someone. Okay? And it's up to you as well to decide what part of your life do you want to share. Do you want to share the sad part of your life or want to say a happy part of your life? And at the end of the day is, how is it going to solve someone's problem? How is it going to solve someone's problem? All right. How? When I came on social media, I was sharing about my divorce because I realized that there's a lot. I was just giving my point of view about relationships because I was just like that. I was going through my social media platforms like casually, and I realized that all the things that I posted without even thinking, it was all about relationships. Okay. And people used to approach me and say, please, can you help us? I think we like the way you respond to questions like those people around me. Please help us on this. What do you think about this? I'll just give my point of view on things. Okay. And because of that, I realized that there must be a gift in me that people even come to ask for my opinion on things, my point of view on things, especially on relationships. Wow. I realized that I want something to give. I've got something to share out there. And then that's how I realized that, yeah, there's something. I started sharing that kind of stuff. Okay. I also started sharing about lifestyle, travel, and all that. But I realized that majority of my community are people who found my page as a safe space for discussing things about relationships. Okay. Relatable content will relate. And they'll see that, oh, these life issues that we're going through, they are relatable. People go through it. I'm not the only one. And that can make someone feel better. Lesson 2. Let's take the life audit. Where have you been? What are the hard lessons that you've learned? It could be easy, but maybe you started a business. How did it go? Was it successful? Do you want to share it? Okay, you may have gone through a hard time in your employment. How did you manage it? Did you struggle getting a job? You take an audit of things that have been happening in your life, especially those that you drew lessons from, because it's all about the lessons. That's social media. We draw lessons from our experiences. That's what we bring here. It could be good or bad, but it will still benefit someone. It will still solve someone's problem. So when we say, like, take a life audit, we talk about maybe you had a health scare, maybe you traveled, something happened, you started a business, you raised kids on your own, you had a difficult time at employment, you may be going to prison or anything. It could be anything you drew lessons from and you bring it here. That is your story that you're going to start to build your community with. That story. Build a community with that story. Sit down, craft it, okay? Build a community with that story, okay? If you want help on how to craft that, you can book a one-to-one with me through my stand store, and then we can look at what is it that you want to come and talk about on social media, so we can go through it together and just help each other, because I've done it myself and I realized why it was slow and what made it quicker, because I grew my following from, I think it was 16,000 to about 200,000 in 6 weeks. Okay, so how did I do it? So we can discuss that. Okay, I was creating content. That's the truth. So if you have issues, or you've got like a lot, you've done your inventory, like you've got so much to talk about, but you don't know, gosh, which one should I focus on? That's where I come in. Just book a one-to-one with me and then we can start on that. It's not even expensive. One-to-one is like $30 for half an hour. Okay. So but you can still email me, because I want to maintain this relationship with people who appreciate my effort, and I don't mind being emailed afterwards just to check, run things through me and find out, are you still going on okay? Right. So that's that. So once you've done your life audit and you realize, wow, this is what I want to start focusing on. You start creating content. You start to create content. Okay? As you create content, you start building your community. Make it engaging, right? Make it engaging so that people can follow and they get that interest. Yes, you build, make it people, let people look forward to the next session with you. If it's the next video, people will be sharing it and start building your community, right? You share it on all the platforms. When you start, make sure you focus on two, because if you do more than three, you'll be overwhelmed. So 2 platforms will be good: Facebook, YouTube. Don't sleep on it. I want you to focus on YouTube. Okay, it's you can grow slow on YouTube, it's fine, but I want you to focus. So that you choose TikTok or Facebook and YouTube. You choose, if you want to do all the three, if you can manage it, do it. All right. So we've done our lesson 1. So the lesson 3, we now talk about the niche. Niching is good, okay, but you don't need to niche down too much, otherwise you get bent out. Okay, it's like if you've got a message, if you just shout that message without anyone you're focusing on, you'll be just like making noise. Okay, but you need to draw attention to that group of people that they need to listen to this message. And once you do that, you're okay, but you can still do other things. But make sure there's this niche you do like 70% your content is about that. Okay, but I would say do something as well, because I am that person who was doing the niching. I do niche. My community, guys. My community is relationship, dating, and all that lifestyle. But majority of my content is relationship, dating. Sometimes I get bent out because I'm exhausted talking about the same thing over and over again. So I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so find something as well that you talk alongside that niche which you've identified. Make sure you've got something else that you talk about. So we've done your life audit and you realize that I want to talk about this thing. That will be your niche. Okay. And you start thinking again, can I talk about this over and over? Content after content. Do I even get tired talking about it? I don't get tired talking about relationships myself. And I'm not shy for people to start attacking me. I'm okay with that. I give my point of view on things. I'm not shy. So those are my strengths. Okay. So I love that I'm like that. Okay. I just speak. Okay. In that area that I want to focus on, I speak my mind without feeling bad when people start dragging me in the streets. Now we want to validate this niche just to make sure we're not coming to talk about things that people don't want to hear. Just go on Google Trends and see, are people searching about the topic that you want to come and talk about? Are they talking about that? Okay. And also, since you're starting, if you've got like two areas that you want to focus on, I would say go for it and see which one takes off. Once one of them takes off, then you know that this is going to be your niche and the other one is the other one. So you've got two pillars that you're focusing on content-wise. And then you can start introducing things later on once you've built your audience. So you know definitely this, my audience, my community is about relationships, dating, divorce, all that kind, single people and all that kind of thing. People, the other things that I've introduced as well, but the ones I've mentioned are the major ones. Okay. So as you know, on social media, your content must entertain, educate, or uplift someone. Okay. You uplift someone feels better by when they listen to what you're saying. They feel good. Okay. You educate them, you entertain them. So those are the reasons why you should bring your content here for that reason, for those reasons. Otherwise, if you're just saying things without which are outside this, then you're just wasting your time. Okay. And I talked about the niching. As I would say, have up to 3 pillars, 3 topics that you talk about so that you don't get burnt out. Because sometimes you can run out of content, you see. So we don't want that to happen. We want you to look forward to creating something. Okay. You see that this week I don't have anything to talk about on this topic. I'm going to focus on this. That's good. So people will follow you. You have people following you for different kinds of topics that you'll be talking about. And believe you me, you will be happy that you started. Yeah. And remember, it is the storytelling that makes people get attracted to you. That's what make people like your content, like what you post. The art of storytelling. How did it make you feel? Your stories. You need to talk about that. Okay. Talk. Talk on the camera. Like now, I'm just talking to my phone. So when I'm looking at my Samsung S22, it's like, this is the person I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. So this phone represents you. I'm talking to you. So that's how it is. Okay. So I'm talking to you. So that's what it is. Tell a story. How did it make you feel? Yeah. So that's what it is. Now that you have identified the pillars, what you want to talk about, now you've decided which platforms you want to be posting. So you just post across all sites. Now you need to put content. If you are working, you can just find a day where you can batch create your content. And then when you batch create your content, you schedule it and the content will be just dropping on the time that you want. So you don't need to be doing this all the time. If you want me to show you how to do it, just leave a comment in the comment section. I will do a video showing you how you can schedule your post. Okay? How you can schedule your post, you can record. It's there. TikTok has got it. You can schedule on TikTok, you can schedule on Facebook, you can schedule on YouTube. All these platforms has got that. So you can go batch create your content and then drop your videos. Drop your videos, and more content will come from the questions from the audience. They'll start asking you questions. So what happened? What about that? What happened about this? You address those in a video format. That's how you do it. So you never run out of content. Even when someone comes in this in the comment section and start dragging you, you can still address that person nicely. Okay? But one thing that I want to tell you, don't take everything to heart. People will come and troll you. You've got the power to block. Okay? I don't normally block people, but if they attack me several times, I do block. But if they bring their silly comments and stuff, sometimes I get content from that if it is good. But if it is vile, I just block. I just block because I don't want toxicity. So you realize that as you keep on pumping out content and people seeing how you've gone through stuff in life, some people will start saying, I want you to help me with this. Now, that's additional income. You want to one-to-one with me so that I can help you? You can create a digital product which you sell to address those questions. Okay? Because these are solutions that people want. I made quite a lot of money through my stance to digital products, one-to-one with people. Just someone like, Coach, how do I go about this issue? We go through it. I've made so many friends behind the scenes. I don't have to talk about them, their names here, but that's how I've made some of the money. Yeah, through one-to-ones. People just want someone to talk to in a private space, in a safe space where they are not judged, and then we help each other from there. So that's the other way of making money. Right, I don't want this video to be too long, and congratulations, you've gone through this tutorial with me. Whether it doesn't matter your job, as long as you've got a story, you can do it. And you don't burn out. You can just batch create, post your videos maybe 3 times a week. That's still consistent. Or twice a week, whichever way you manage it, just do it. But don't just go for too long without posting. Because once you create your audience, people are looking forward to seeing you. Okay? So make sure you keep them engaged and always encourage them to share, like, and comment. And also on this video, do the same. Okay, guys? If you have any questions that you want me to address, leave a comment. And thank you so much for watching, and you take care. Bye.